Live yet again, people.
Welcome to my castle. Inside my castle, we have all my diamonds. Did you build this? I built it with my own 2 fingers, Phil. Say goodbye. This is Jake's account. He's level 64, and I'm going to jump off. I cannot do that. No, I'm doing it. Logan, do that. I have so much. Let's go back through the door here. I also just realized we have this whole room here, which totally could be something. I mean, we could definitely expand this bunker. We have a lot of extra rooms. But let's go through here. We actually didn't close the security gate, so that is a massive security issue, Logan. Trying to close that on my way back down. All right, let's go through here. All right, back out into the main area of the bunker. Here's actually, so the funny thing is when you go from the inside of the bunker, like this kind of section here, to just the somewhat outside, it's not even that cold. I know there's snow, and you're probably like, Jake, is probably freezing, but all the snow is slowly melting because it is really warm in here. So it's not even that cold. The floor's a bit. Now, there's a massive snowstorm. What we gotta worry about is that if this thing gets like super snowed on, it could be too heavy, but it's not that bad. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this is most likely a large and extremely dangerous tornado that is on the ground, moving up towards 64. It's still not confirmed by the National Weather Service here. I don't know how they're not seeing this. This is as obvious as it gets. Okay, you need to go ahead and slap a PDS on that. There it is. All right. Well, at least it's confirmed. People know. Let me just make sure there's no chasers that I have access to that are in this area.
Okay, guys, so we just finished up eating our pizza. The bunker is looking amazing. There's so much.
It's just Jordan Hall, who is all the way up with Stormrunner Media.
I think this is a pretty cool bunker. It has to be one of the coolest builds we've done. It's a winter wonderland out there. Today we're building an igloo city to survive for the next 24 hours. We are getting good at this.
Tomorrow is a school day.
This is bad.
Oh,
Bad. Yeah, you can see it very clearly there, north of Camelot Acres. Still a lot of debris getting wafted up here. It's crossing very close to Cypress Creek Airport. We live in Cypress Creek Airport, near that area. I would prefer you guys be underground, but if not, you need to be in your innermost interior room with as many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible on the first floor of your house, or a basement that's underground, or a tornado shelter. If you live in an RV trailer or a mobile home, you guys need to be evacuating immediately and seeking sturdier shelter. Check back in with some of these cameras. I'm not seeing it from that one. Camera near Ward. So we can go south of this and still look north. One's looking south. Where is that out of? Austin? On the right side. I'm still not seeing anything though. It's not looking close enough.
ready, and most importantly, I need a massive fort to defend myself. What does every city have? And if it doesn't have it, it should. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna be building a castle, so I can be the king of this new city. That's why I got these. We're building this thing brick by brick.
Just double check to make sure Justin can go back live. He's not on this storm. Yeah, he's not live. All right. Still waiting on that latest scan. You know what's interesting about this thing? The rotation, really isn't as that strong. But I mean, there's just so much debris in this. It's really making me think that this is a strong tornado. I mean, there's just so much debris. Oh no. Looks like Cypress Creek Airport took a direct hit from this tornado. My goodness. There's 16th Section Cemetery off of Cemetery Road. And this is a big one, it seems. Let's go back up here and check in on our Thayer storm. Still a pretty decent area of rotation with this storm near Pagey Tornado. It's moving up to the north and east towards Turner's Hill, Turner's Mill, McFry, Ford, Wilderness, New Liberty, Hollis, and Lulu. Check back up here to the north on these guys. And still some broader circulation here. This circulation south of Camp Point is pretty much gone. There could be another one developing here near Golden that they might warn. In Illinois.
Yeah, this is an insanely big tornado.
Hope they just upgraded this now. No, still confirmed on the ground according to chasers in this area. Let me see which chasers are on this thing. Check the spotter network.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Back, Andrew, Mahan. See if any of these guys are on YouTube. Mick. Sure. And Zach Hardcastle. Zach Hardcastle has really been trying to stream this. He's on YouTube, but his streams keep on only lasting for like 5 minutes. And if you're just now tuning in, we have a tornado on the ground at this moment here north of McDermott Edition. Well, latest correlation coefficient has that, still very much on the ground here. A lot of debris being lofted here, heading towards Opal. Heading towards Opal. Just making sure. I'm just checking all these guys on YouTube to make sure. Yeah. And none of these guys that are near the storm right now are live on the YouTube. Right there in that area. Still some pretty strong rotation as this continues to push off towards the north and east. Should go north of BB. We do have a camera in the BB area. We've been continuing to keep an eye on, but we haven't been able to see anything yet out of this storm. At least from any of these cameras. They're just, unfortunately, not going to really be looking at this thing. They're too far. We're not going to be able to see this thing unless it goes over Highway 57. Our latest scan still seems like there's a tornado on the ground. Still an area of rotation there. Now heading into Opal, Arkansas. Again, Opal, Arkansas, Antioch, Essex, BB, McRae, Garner, Higginson still needs to be in their safe spots. This is actually a pretty dangerous tornado here. We got an extension of this tornado warning as well here in Missouri. That's for Van Buren, Missouri. He's in a little area of rotation there, heading off towards the north and east towards Van Buren. No debris signature yet. Pagey tornado is on this storm, though. He's the person that's right underneath me in the feed, and she's looking at the storm right now.
Tornado warning has been issued.
Not seeing anything back in there other than just a big old rain shaft. The latest scan up here on these tornado warnings, look like this rotation here is subsiding a little bit. Not really seeing much sticking out to me here in the Illinois area, but I'm still keeping an eye on that. Storm of the hour, though, is definitely this one. Latest scan still indicating, looks like it's indicating some debris spread now. If that comes close to 64. Yes, this is on the ground, yeah. Act just went live. Send him a message. Is he near the storm? Or is he like, that's Zach Hall, right?
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning has been issued now for this area of rotation near Ironton. Pretty broad at this moment, but if you live in Ironton, Missouri, Iron Mountain Lake, Bismarck, and Farmington and Park Hills, you need to be in your safe spots. Poplar Bluffs, down here. That is down there in southeastern Arkansas. And then you guys still got a little bit to wait. All right, latest scan of this is back to radar indicated. Frozen. Oh, it's still live. They just lost service. What's Storm Runner doing? They don't got no radar. Yeah, does appear like this has lifted on radar as well. You can see back over in here, there's your area of circulation. Not a whole lot of debris in that at the moment. So thankfully we have some chasers that are nearby. Oh, Southeast Missouri. I'm stupid. Poplar Bluff. Yeah, there it is. Sorry about that. Yeah, you'll be fine from this one, but you know there are still some storms to your south that need to be monitored, and they're not going to really have great radar coverage. Also, a little area of rotation over here near Pleasant Pines. That's in the inflow of the storm. But yeah, these storms are going to be coming your way. They will have a tornado threat. It's not going to be like, it shouldn't be super prolific, like in terms of like just a bunch of tornadoes all at once, but it's going to be on and off throughout the day probably. I'm gonna refill my water real quick.
Stream, I'll be right back.
Not a whole lot of rotation with them right now, though. But let's see what we're talking about. 60-mile-per-hour winds in there, though, which is not as bad as it was, so that's good. I will say, once I start eating my meal, I'm probably not going to interrupt that, so I'm really hoping that we can just get a nice little period here with no NATOs. I'm hungry. Will I be back after eating? Yeah, if needed. I mean, if we have no tornado warnings, or if we have tornado warnings on, like, dying circulations, I probably won't go back live. But I mean, if there's still like some dangerous storms out there that are looking like they might drop tornadoes, we'll definitely bring back on the live stream. Just depends on what the storms do. But I can't imagine them just completely dying while I'm eating. So, and I think we still got a little bit of a tornado threat left. They did allow this southern tornado warning to expire, so Searcy and Bald Knob can come out of their safe spots. What do you think Bald Knob means? I think they were trying to imply that city name. They're like a mountain over there, like Bald Mountain. Near Irondale, Missouri. Looks interesting. What is that? I mean, Ironton?
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning over here near Balm-Terre. DeSoto and Bloomsdale Festus here in Missouri. A little bit of rotation here. Probably one of our stronger areas of rotation, to be honest, in comparison to some of these other storms that are warned out here. Rotations. They're not, I don't think. I mean, it's possible. We're going to watch this northern portion of the line. Like if you live in like Davenport or DeWitt. Not a whole lot to say about this part of the line yet. Let me check from this radar. Yeah. It's a precautionary warning over here near Rushville. It'll still be in your safe spots there in Rushville and Littleton, but Irwin can get out of their safe spots. Hello, you're new here. Well, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. Glad to have you. Yeah, latest skin on this storm is still some broader circulation. Well, I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say about this guy because it is in the middle of it. A radar, like probably one of the bigger radar holes we've had with the tornado warned storm. Unfortunately. 8 nocturnal ones, yeah. I mean, the tornado threat really shouldn't be that nocturnal. I really can't see this going past 10, to be honest, but we'll see. All right, this will be the last little check on our tornado warnings, and then I'm going to go eat. Latest scan on the storm here near Rushville here in Illinois. Still not really seeing a whole lot. Around the St. Louis area, some damaging winds of up to 60 miles per hour are coming your way. St. Louis, Alton, Jerseyville, Carrollton all need to be indoors and away from windows. Up over here near Springfield. Maybe got a couple areas to watch near Beardstown, Astoria, and Vermont. Worth keeping an eye on that. Over here near Davenport, got a couple of line segments here that are producing 60-mile-per-hour winds all the way up to the north here towards Muscatine, Wilton, West Liberty, Tipton, Clarence there in Iowa, and then also near Ocala or Aqua, Stronghurst, Kirkwood, and Millersburg. Further down to the south, we have a severe thunderstorm warned area near Fredericktown, Bonne Terre, Farmington. We've got tornado warnings on these. These guys do need to be in their safe spots. Rotations looking overly dangerous right now, but I would still be in your safe spots until the storm dies down. You can hear that thunder going away from you. Over here near Van Buren, probably our best chance, I think, short term, unfortunately, for a tornado. So I want Van Buren to be in your safe spots. Not sure if that one's produced yet or not. Been warned for a while. Over here near Cherokee Village, you get a storm moving off to your north and east. That's got that 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Heading into Armstrong here next, and then this one further to its south near Smithville is warned for the same thing. Should be in there in a couple minutes. Near Newark, we got a tornado warning down here. Broader circulation near the mezzo. Kind of a mess on radar, unfortunately. We just don't have the best look out of our radars right now for that storm. But regardless, Newark should still continue to be in their safe spots in Arkansas. Near Searcy, got to watch this storm. Maybe a little something developing out in here, but that is kind of in the inflow of the storm. Wouldn't be surprised if that got tornado warned, though, for that. And for Little Rock and Jacksonville, for downtown Little Rock, I think the worst part of it is over for you. For Cabot, Ward, Beebe, still got 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds moving that way, and also over here near Jackson, Arkansas, near I-40 as well. Wouldn't rule out some more severe thunderstorms further down to the south and between Pine Bluff and the Louisiana border. Back over here near Shreveport, your line of storms is there. Not a whole lot of dangerous rotation in it, but there is potentially 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail with this storm. And that is it across the board for our line of storms. I'm going to eat. Oh, we passed 12 hours. Shoot.
Let's get you home. Country road.
They have rotation 2. I would be getting a shelter very quickly if I'm in Keithsburg, all the way up to Millersburg. So once again, you're under a tornado warning up here. This is going to go up towards the Del Bar State Park, Equestrian Campground, Keithsburg Riverside Campground, also Genesis First Med, Genesis Aledo, and Hamlet Hall. Take shelter. Want to get into that interior room with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Helmet on, just in case. Shoes on, just in case. If there's damage and you have to evacuate the premises over splintered wood or broken glass or nails or something like that, you don't want to be barefoot or in your flip-flops or Crocs. Closed-toed, no holes shoes would be the best way to go. This is a ominous looking photo of the storm earlier near Malvern, Arkansas from the Walmart parking lot. And thank you for sending this.
Black by Design sent in a super chat with a ground report. They just delivered a load in Little Rock and are heading west through Conway right now. Reporting lots of rain. lots of wind, and seeing flashing lights on the highway. They're adding a reminder for everyone to be careful out there.
Thank you for that. Appreciate the support.
All right, Ryan, quick chat update for you. The folks watching are definitely zeroed in on Festus, Missouri, hearing lots about warnings and sirens going off there, plus continued jitters across other southern Missouri towns and parts of Arkansas. Also, confirmation confirmed. You nailed BB for BB Arkansas. The chat approves. And hey, some folks are already trying to get the scoop on tomorrow's forecast.
Hey, we'll talk about tomorrow, but there's not going to be much to talk about, to be honest. But yeah, Festus, Missouri, hopefully everybody's still in their safe spots. The reason we haven't been coming back down here so much is because there's not a lot of new information to tell you. Like there's radar indicated precautionary tornado warning. The rotation is not necessarily impressive, but it's also not something that we can just disregard. So take shelter for the next 38 minutes in Bowles, Mines, Somerset, Platte and Danby, and Festus, and Peevely.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
This is going to be a strong storm as it comes through, and it has the capability of producing a tornado. We just got a new tornado warning for Hancock, Henderson, McDonough, and Warren counties in Illinois. A little bit stronger, first glance look here between Blanesville or Blandonsville and La Harpe. This is coming up towards Roseville, so take shelter if you're anywhere out here in any of these places. Respect the polygon. Highway 67 in the polygon there is going to be a no-go, especially between Youngstown and Roseville. And then a couple more locations that are going to be included in that and are like the Southern Junior High School and the Northwestern Community District School as well. So take shelter, interior room, closed-toed shoes, helmet, phone, and we'll be all right. 22 minutes on that warning. Checking in on Aledo and Millersburg. You're under a tornado warning for the next 36 minutes. Stay sheltered. No updates there as far as the severity of that storm. Everything is still looking like it's going to be a strong storm as it comes through with a slight possibility of a tornado. Rushville, over here in Schuyler County, Littleton, you guys got 6 minutes left. Stay in shelter for the next 6 minutes and you should be good. Andy's got a y'all watch out here for Lewistown and Havana in Illinois. There's an area of rotation that's come together here near Browning that's going to come up towards Havana, Marbletown, Union, and Duncan Mills in Illinois. We might see a new tornado warning issued for Fulton, Cass, and Mason counties here soon. Not guaranteed, but we're saying, hey, y'all watch out just in case. Springfield, Illinois, we've got a strong storm heading your way. Doesn't look like as much of the tornadic activity will be present as this part of the line heads towards you, but there is going to be a very strong period where we have some high winds, potentially up to 70 miles per hour coming through very soon. So I would take shelter, in an interior room away from windows for this one. And it's going to be one of those things where it starts off really intense and it's not going to last long. So hopefully we don't have too much in the way of damage out there. St. Louis, the storm's coming into your area as well. We're expecting some isolated pockets of 60 mile per hour winds and maybe some small hail. But most of the downtown St. Louis area should fare pretty well as it doesn't look like these are terribly intense storms, but still indoors, away from windows. And then they just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning that kind of fills the gap here for Arnold, Missouri. You guys are also expected to get maybe some 60 mile per hour winds here soon as well. Festus, still stay sheltered for 34 minutes. Farmington, sirens are going off in Farmington right now. Stay sheltered for 19 more minutes. Neither of these storms have very good looking rotation signatures, but they're, we want to respect the polygon. We want to take shelter. I think that the main threat for Farmington is going to be straight line damaging winds. Those will come through. They'll hit really hard. It'll be over in 5 minutes after it starts, maybe 10. Tornado warning is only going to continue for 4 minutes down here in Van Buren, Missouri. So stay sheltered for 4 more minutes, and we'll let you know if they extend that. 19 minutes left on our tornado warning in Independence and Jackson counties in Arkansas. Take shelter out here in Cord and Lockhart. And then how about you in Little Rock? I've got news. I've got news for you in Little Rock. Go to sleep. You're done. It's over. That last big downpour that you got is probably all that we're going to see for the rest of the night. Severe thunderstorm warning is still in effect for the next 3 minutes. And if you're on the east side of Little Rock, it's probably still pouring the rain and like still hailing maybe a little bit. But once that stops, you are in the clear. Searcy, same for you. After this last downpour here, we should be good to go. Look at, oops. Look at all these warnings, y'all. Texas, all the way up through Arkansas, all the way up through Missouri, Illinois, Iowa. That is one long line of storms.
Ryan, wow, check this out. Nick3912 just sent in an incredibly generous super chat. Thank you so much, Nick3912. That's amazing. They say, hey, Ryan, much love and happy Easter. Haven't heard you talk about Clarksville, Tennessee in a while. And I know Stream Chat is dying to hear, even though there is absolutely nothing going on there. Appreciate the massive support and the check-in request for Clarksville.
Nick, thank you. Thank you for the support. Ryan, wow. Oh man, Clarksville, you're good. Obviously I don't. It's never a good thing when we have bad weather in Clarksville, right? But I feel bad. I've got nothing to report to you in Clarksville. And if I do, you're not going to hear about it until tomorrow's video because I don't know what in the heck's going on after like tonight. Like I haven't looked at any of the forecast data. Been very much hyper focused on today's storms. There might be a quick rumble of thunder tonight in Clarksville, Tennessee around, well, not tonight, but early tomorrow morning around 7 a.m. But for the most part, you're good. You're good. Do we actually have people from Clarksville, Tennessee watching right now? That's plumb wild. Here's what it looks like right now in St. Charles, Missouri. So looks to me like a pretty intense storm coming into St. Louis right now. St. Charles, St. Louis Airport, Florissant, Spanish Lake. You guys can expect these conditions over the next 30 minutes or so.
Ryan in Langenfeld sent in a super chat. Thank you, Ryan. My wife's family is in Searcy.
And for anyone what? And for basically every one of my viewers, well, almost every one of my viewers watching from the Wiregrass, I have nothing to report, and I am sorry about that. I have nothing to report for the Wiregrass. We are in the clear for tonight. That does not mean we won't get any rain in the near future. I did say we were gonna look at those, models, didn't I? Yes, I did. Let's go ahead and look at the models for April 28th and or 29th before I end the stream, because no tornadoes on the ground. I mean, I might stay alive a bit longer, at least. But let's go ahead and run the model. GFS. And let's see what it says. How is the Wiregrass not going to get any severe weather? I don't understand that. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to end the stream. No show, no game. Peace out. See you on my next stream. And always remember, only chill vibes. See you, Viking Nation. Peace.